Hey, we're live. It's BS with B.
And S.
I'm B.
Asshole. And Tiny Roo. Show them
Today
Tiny Roo.
I'm fancy.
Today you are fancy. Well, today we were joined by one Reuben.
In the words of Iggy Azalea, I'm so fancy, you already know. I'm in the fast lane. From LA to Tokyo.
You've already heard that song too many times.
No way, not enough.
I am fascinated with Iggy Azalea for reasons I cannot quantify.
Try. Please try. Quantify.
Have you seen White Girls?
No.
In general, or the movie? The song?
No, ever. Have you ever seen one?
No. I live in Maine. We don't have any of those.
We have Maine chicks. They're not white girls. So explain to us what a white chick is.
Oh, please.
No, like, so if you Google it,
I'm
the Wayans
not, I'm not
brothers...
Googling that. I'm not Googling white chicks.
First off, that would take forever. So the Wayans brothers did this terrible movie where
they cross-raced into white chicks. Yes.
Right, and what they did was crossed right into the uncanny valley.
I'm Googling it.
Yes. It looked horrible.
So now Google Iggy Azalea.
Oh, she looks like an android, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she's a rapping robot.
Iggy Azalea. You want me to spell it for you, Bill?
Yes, please. Hang on. Let me get back.
Oh, if you listen to the song, you'll know because she likes to say "I-G-G-Y."
All right. So, Iggy.
Whoa, not Tiggy.
I-G-G-Y. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right there. There she is.
Oh my God, you're right. She does look like one of the white chicks. Dude. Michael Jackson is alive, and he's Iggy Azalea.
Wait. Bring up the picture now.
You need a bigger picture.
I'm working on it. Stop yelling at me.
I'm so fancy, you already know.
That is
don't
uncanny.
have the rights to the rest of the song, so I'll stop.
You weren't kidding, dude. Like Uncanny
I know.
Valley. It's like she's gonna peel it off any moment and reveal like Farmer Bob or something.
No, I don't want that.
And
that's bad.
she did this music video where she's super pale and it doesn't help.
I mean, I can't get a side by side, but.
Whew.
Yeah, wow.
So I heard her music first, which was oddly like you have to keep listening to it, and then I heard someone just compare her to that movie, and I was like, that's not possible. And then I looked, and it totally was.
I mean,
I'm telling you, that's why Michael Jackson had his nose cut off, so he could disguise himself as anybody.
I mean, he's not wrong, Shade. I mean,
I'm not wrong. It's Michael Jackson in there. Actually, I haven't heard her music. Does it sound like Michael Jackson could sing it?
I mean, I'm convinced Michael Jackson could sing anything, if I'm being honest.
Fair enough. Respect.
She's not bad, and if you see her in motion, like in video, it's not as bad. But the some of the photos don't help.
Okay, so
Not
as an
that everyone
android, they
thinks
really
that-
got the motion down,
Yeah, they really do.
but they got the resting Uncanny Valley face to work with.
Yeah.
is there a mole? Somebody's a mole. No mole.
Oh, that would have been amazing if one of them had a mole. Be like, yes, it's the same. It's the same mask and everything. But it is crazy how much she looks like them.
Right? Creepy. That's creepy.
And it's crazy that they actually got that movie made to begin with.
Well, we go from that creepy news to not so creepy news. Unfortunately, at the passing of Kenny Baker, who was R2D2.
Yes, he did not die. He did not die crushed in the R2D2 outfit. We got to make that clear.
That Shane, that was your bet in Kenny Baker's Deadpool, apparently.
Well, I mean, there was an option.
What was the odds in that one?
Not good.
No.
No, apparently I was the only one that thought that was a good idea.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I'm not going to ask how he died. He's 82. Something, yeah, he died.
He died. He was 82, and he,
And he left behind an amazing legacy.
He did.
Jesus Christ. And like, you're not going to be able to get anyone to fit in the R2 outfit and roll around. They're just going to use a remote. They're just going to make it a robot now.
He also was in the prequels. I didn't know that. I only thought he did
the
originals.
Oh yeah.
He was all of them.
He's the only person to have been inside R2D2.
When you can bring emotion to a trash can, and he somehow managed to. Like,
That's true. Yeah. Now that you think about it, like
and
the
anything they do
shaking and
remote
stuff,
wise,
and-
anything they do remote control wise, it's just is doing their best to copy his performance.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that if you think about that, anything else they make that's got R2 in it will still have some of this guy in it, that's kind of nice.
That's true. That's true, because that's going to be the reference for everything they do. Like
Yeah.
All right, so how would Kenny have done this?
Yeah.
And no. Okay, that's how he would have done it. We're going to do that for R2 in this scene.
Yep.
And that's fucking amazing to think that.
Yeah.
That's a legacy right there.
It's also interesting that I guess that the two actors for the two robots hated each other.
For real?
For realsies.
Well, when you have to go to work and you're both in a bad mood and you both have to be in a small, hot plastic and metal container,
Yeah.
and whenever you're there, you associate it with that other guy, and whenever you talk, neither one of you wants to be there, probably. I can see that.
Yeah.
You also just have the fact that each one probably thinks their situation is worse than the other.
Yep.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So there's no empathy shared there. Basically, what we're getting at is, like, he was a monster.
Jeez.
Kenny was a monster. He had no empathy for the guys playing C-3PO. Just an asshole.
Do you know who a monster is?
Besides me.
Sean Murray.
Fuck that guy. Who's Sean Murray?
He's one of the founder and creator of No Man's Sky.
Oh, you mean No Man's multiplayer?
No Man's multiplayer.
Ooh!
Shots fired.
We're gonna build this game as the biggest multiplayer experience never.
Before we get to that point, Reuben, you just picked up this game. What's your initial thoughts? You've been playing for an hour before we called and interrupted you.
Well, I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's if you ever sat down and went, this Minecraft is great, but if this could be in space with slightly better graphics, that would be awesome. That's what we've achieved.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
And this is news to me. So, at one point, in theory, I was going to be in a situation where I could run into other players in this game in the sandbox.
Yes.
And now that's not going to be a thing?
That is not a thing.
It was never a thing.
Well, at this point, it was never a thing, and it's never has been talked about. They were. I don't know. So here's what happened. Let's back up. Here's what happened. Day 2 after launch. Day 2. 2 players randomly chatting on a Reddit forum.
Yep.
Discovered that, hey, actually, I'm right next to that guy, and then went to that planet, and then contacted that Reddit person,
Yep.
get in contact with them, like, hey, I'm on this planet that you discovered, today, like an hour ago. So he's like, oh, sweet, I'll be there in a minute. And so he warps back to that planet, and they all agreed to find one spot on the planet to meet to.
Yep.
And they find that one spot, they get to that one spot, and they can't see each other.
They're sharing screenshots too, apparently.
Yeah. Same houses, same landscape, same time of day. They can't interact with each other. One blows something up, it is not registered in the other one. They have no way to interact, talk, see, nothing.
But the interesting thing is that it did generate the planet, the exact same planet that the other player was on.
Yeah.
So,
Everything was the same. Resources, everything.
if you understand how most multiplayer games are supposed to work, your machine runs the graphics. The server runs the pinpointing. So the server will then, if you just saw the server, you would see this blank space with these little dots everywhere, and all these dots are other players. And each of them are interacting in some way. They're transferring data, transferring numbers. On their screen, they're seeing everything. The server doesn't actually run graphics. But in this game, for some reason, like, you're running your graphics. If it's supposed to be a big multiplayer, massive thing that generates stuff as it goes, then the server itself should be generating these things, which I always thought was impressive.
Well, you could generate a data point without actually rendering the graphics. They're two different
Yeah, but that's what I
things.
mean by for their servers. Servers don't really render the graphics, but they generate all the numbers and everything else. But in this case, you have the same exact world generated in both games, which means that in all games, that's what that world looks like, right?
Right.
But if they're not interacting, then how is the game doing that? Like, how is the game generating worlds and making them consistent and the same throughout all players? At some point, if they're not actually interacting or sharing data, then I should have a very different No Man's Sky than you. But we don't. So we have the ability to reach these reference points because there is a shared data between all the games.
Yeah, so there's a basic shared sandbox, but they're not passing the player information, which if you think about it, everyone got real excited by this tech from what I've read, and they were like, wow, they're going to generate this massive, ongoing, randomly generated interactive world, and everyone's like, wow, that would take a lot of power. And the solution to that is to generate the worlds, but not let the player inputs interact other than that. And that would explain how they're even able to do it. Everything they're describing beyond that, if you look at how Xbox One and PS4 online wants to render their games, the golden standard now is having a massive server farm at a data center that assists your console in rendering, which supposedly was going to be how they kept up with PC graphics, which they're not doing anyway. So someone has overpromised and underdelivered, or, and again, you guys will have to correct me, I don't know if No Man's Sky suggested this at any point. Did they say that players would be able to cross pass?
Yes, multiple times.
This is they lied.
Here's the good news. Maybe did they lie, or did they make an assumption that people wouldn't get as far as fast as they did, which is never something you should accuse a player of, because Korea.
It only took 2 days for two people to meet.
Not even a day. The tweet says the first day, so maybe it was within the first.
Well,
day.
that was before they patched the game. Are you talking about when the first people reached the center?
Oh yeah, no,
that was because they got pre-release copies.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that shared?
That's a separate thing. That's a separate event. That's old news. I didn't cover that one. No. Basically, after official release date, two people met up on day one, and I think what you touched upon, Reuben, is what I was thinking about. Was that was kind of the gambit when you have 19 quadrillion, jillion, whatever million. Planets. I think the gambit was two people will never meet up on the same world at the same time. That is unrealistic, except that it happens within 24 hours.
Which, I mean...
And they have no answer to.
Yeah. No. I mean, they did everything they could, because I asked you a lot of questions, remember?
Yeah.
And you were like, nope. And like, they implemented nothing to help you find people.
Yeah.
There's no real star maps that you could track or trace. Or nothing. Like, it's literally just a random exploration game that you're not supposed to be able to know where you've been or where you're fucking going.
As of the taping, what's today? What's today's date?
Sunday the
14th.
14th.
Yeah.
So they absolutely put on the Twitter on the 10th. Two players find each other on a stream on the first day, right?
That has blown my mind.
So they acknowledged it. The meeting took place.
Yup.
Since that day, they have not said a goddamn word about it. About why they couldn't see each other, whether or not this is something that's going to happen in the future, nothing.
Yeah, they're hoping that with that Twitter statement, they'll sell more copies to people that are trying to multiplayer with each other and can't. Because I'll tell you what, like, that was my plan in playing No Man's Sky. This is the first game that I actually wanted to multiplayer with like, you guys. And, like, we will have our own planet. We will fucking fuck up anyone that comes to take our planet. This is our fucking planet.
Yeah.
We're going to do this. I'm going to have a continent called Shane. Of a continent called Rue, of a little island called Tiny Rue off to the side. We'll have the democracy of Bill. We would have just ruled this planet. It would have been amazing, and now we can't.
So why can't we see other players in the game? Wow, there's so many of you playing. Yeah, Sean, but it's really amazing. My mind's blown. He's out here.
Yep. Shit.
That's basically been the response from anyone from No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I mean, so a few of us are already invested here, but if they can pass the data for the planets, there's groundwork there for this to work.
Yeah,
everyone now is releasing incomplete games, and I think that's what we've seen here. And
I'm hoping.
And I think that's the reality. And I think, and anything I say is super hopeful.
Yes.
This guy hasn't answered yet, and I think if you watch other titles that have done something like this, it's not the same thing, but Flappy Bird, that guy just stopped talking after a while.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't want to give a bunch of answers he can't keep to. Maybe he's decided, we're going to be quiet, we're going to fix this, and say, here you go.
I mean,
rather than making a bunch of promises they can't keep, maybe they're trying to be careful.
I mean, that's best case scenario.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario is that multiplayer was never a thing.
And this was just a cash grab scam from the beginning.
Right,
but that's a lot of effort.
It is. Now, I bought this game through Steam, and here's the thing about Steam. I feel like if these guys actually screwed everyone and didn't deliver a bunch of stuff they said they would, there's precedent for Steam to at least pull the game, if not pull the game and refund people or arrange for that to happen.
Well, what is it, 2 hours? 2 hours of playtime or less, you can return a game?
I have no idea.
Yes,
I've only
Steam.
returned.
Thank you.
I've only returned one game ever on Steam.
No, Bill answered. He knew.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, because and the reason why I say that is because when Firewatch came out, a lot of people were pissed is because the game is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
So,
And they were like, I want my money back. Like, well, you played the game, and it's like, yeah, but it was only 2.5 hours long. It wasn't worth $20.
Yeah.
And there was this whole subsection of people that just were not happy. And never got refunds because of the rules of Steam.
let me ask you guys this question then: are you going to hold? How much time have you two put into this game? Are either of you playing?
I'm not playing.
I
Bill
am.
has it on PS4 though.
Oh, okay.
I am playing. I'm enjoying myself. I don't care that it's not multiplayer. That's not going to break my.
And I didn't get into it with like these other things I find fascinating. I grabbed it because everyone I know is playing it, and I have more fun playing a game when my friends are also playing said game. Same reason I bought Diablo 3. I was not a giant Diablo fan, but there was I think it was an Extra Life LAN party. I said, I'm just going to buy it, and it was fun. I got value out of it. I still turn it on.
Yeah. Like,
And that's the thing. Playing the games that your friends are playing is far more fun than just. I mean, believe me, I know. There's a lot of games I play that none of my other friends play, so I've no one to talk to about them.
So apparently, for proof that apparently this is a pretty good game, I've owned this for less than 24 hours. I put 3 hours into it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no attention span, so for me, that's amazing.
it's true. No, it's true. And you're not a.
Wow, that's right too. 3 hours, really?
Yeah,
Jesus, dude.
right?
Maybe I will pick it up.
I mean, it's an interesting game. I'm having fun. I did, and once you get to you're probably not at this point. I don't know if this is unique, but for some way, I've picked up all the crafting recipes available you need to make warp
Fuel?
fuel.
Ooh, fuel. Okay.
So, yeah, I don't need to buy anything from the market,
Like ever?
like ever, as far as warping is concerned.
Okay. I just read an article just now that talked about how to make like near infinite money in No Man's Sky
Yeah,
using their kind of random generated equipment and pricing concept. So you find a highly valued resource
yeah,
at a merchant, right? You figure out, okay, terranium or terranium or
Yeah.
whatever it is. You sell it. You buy it for 70,000. I go over here. These assholes are selling it for 30.
yeah.
I just over doubled my money, and just keep doing that until you have all the money. Because apparently they don't run. The merchants just you buy from the merchants until they run out.
Yep.
The new merchants show up. You buy from them until they run out. You go to this asshole who never reduces his giving price, his asking price.
Yep.
He just, I want it so bad. I'll take 70,000 every time. Like, it never changes. Like, so that's kind of an economy glitch.
Yeah.
In a way, like the more you sell something to someone, the
It
more the value should go down.
It should, but right now it doesn't. In the future, I would absolutely expect that to change.
Yeah, I imagine it will change. But this would be a good time to get into the game before they patch it and fix it, because then you can make all the money. Keep that in mind, Drew.
I've already made 400,000. That's probably nothing compared to other people, but
That's not bad. I mean, the article I read, the guy was like, oh yeah, okay, it was he made 70,000 off 30,000 worth of terranium, and whatever, he didn't say what the price was, but
yeah.
but that's what he did.
You
He
have
had
to
30,000.
you have to get off planet before you can sell stuff, or
No, there's definitely markets, but like everything else with the game, it's all random. So
And you got to
Okay,
find it too.
the only structures I found have been like pods and abandoned stuff.
did you shun Atlas's direction, or are you following Atlas' direction?
I didn't know I could get Atlas direction.
At your crash site, did you activate your distress beacon?
No. I just went, oh, what's over here? And I wandered away.
So go back to your crash site, Reuben. There's literally right in front of it is a big red thing.
I've walked about an hour from my ship so far.
Yeah, you might want
I'm one of those guys. I'll just hold. So I pulled out a really old strategy from World of Warcraft, which is what I would do is go, I'm going to go this way until something giant kills me.
Yeah.
You must be fun to watch play Fallout.
Yep. I go places where there's no obvious data and touch everything, and I usually find cool stuff.
It's true. No, I mean, you can. I mean, it's a whole world. It really is a whole world. You can walk for hours and you'll never walk around back to it. It's amazing. Anyways, I'm going to have fun with it. This does not break... I mean, it's big news and it's kind of a, poo on them. But for me, this doesn't break the game for me
All
yet.
right. As long as the game is still fun, the experience is still strong.
Yep.
then it doesn't need multiplayer. But it's just shady that they push it
Yeah,
so hard, and
they
then
did.
when it's released, it's like if you knew this was a problem you couldn't fix within a week, don't fucking release the game.
Or make a statement. Like, the
Yeah.
fact is, we're almost at a week now, and with no statement addressing this.
What they could have done a month ago has been like, hey, we're having glitches with the multiplayer. We can't get players to see each other when they're off planets.
Yeah.
Or on other planets.
Or anywheres.
So we could release the game, but you won't have multiplayer for like 2 months. How do people feel about that? And then you leave people the option.
Yeah.
You ask them. And you know what? I guarantee you, if you did that, if some company did that, holy fuck, the trust they would build.
Yes.
People would buy the game. Like, I would have bought it instantly. I've been like, that's amazing. That's the best conduct I've ever seen out of a business.
Yep. But right now, this is just a shady
No, they're doing
move,
what we expect of them, which is shitty.
which is just silence and like, hey, we have a problem. Hey. Hello.
Yeah. Niantic. Don't take any notes from Niantic's
Oh, Jesus,
playbook.
no. Christ, no. Amazon. Their thing.
Yep.
They want to sell you stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they're selling stuff?
Is it while you watch your TV show, something will pop up and
are-
ask you to buy something?
Yeah, but are you tired of that?
I'm tired of ads
Yes,
that
ads.
interrupt the show.
Okay.
But as I've said in the past, because I love pointing out how I'm right way too fucking often,
Yep.
that if they had maybe an icon or something appear on the side or the corner, that's like someone's using a Galaxy phone, get a deal on a Galaxy phone here. Then I can pause the show,
Yep.
click to see if it's a deal.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good deal. I'll buy a Galaxy phone. And then go back to my show.
Yes. Wouldn't that be cool if they did something like that? Well,
Yeah.
guess what? They are.
About fucking time.
I know it.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it crazy, Rue, when I'm fucking right about stuff?
So
Yeah, it's unsettling.
So basically, the premise is instead of having ads, they are going to make their own shows and fill it with their own product placements, and that way during the shows you can click on what sounds like a little circle icon, and
Yep.
it's a buy it now button. So basically, if you like it, you want it, you can buy it now, and if you were watching the show early enough in the day, it will be there that day.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I think it's going to work something. I would imagine it's going to work something like this, where you're watching video, and if you pause at any scene, it can bring up this nice UI, where in every scene it will. Well, not every. I mean, for most shows,
Yeah.
if you pause it, it will show you exactly who's appearing in this.
Yeah. On the
Scene.
left? I'm fucking retarded all of a sudden.
Yep.
On that side of the screen, Amazon has. I watched both Ghostbusters movies, 1 and 2, before watching Ghostbusters in the theaters, the new
Yep.
one. And I loved this feature. I fucking was pausing the movie every 10 minutes to see trivia on the scene, trivia on the actors. What's the trivia in this one, Bill?
This one says, in the background you can see Coulson has the axe that Mac used to chop his hand off. Yep. Shane is cutting
Yep.
his finger with it.
Yep. Yeah. At the spoiler alert, in the season finale for one of the seasons, Mac had to cut Coulson's hand off because he got infected by this alien tech that was going to kill him.
That's why he's got a black glove on. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's going to work something like this, where you can click on something and it brings up more statistics, and then you can.
Yeah. If they make purchasing like TV tropes,
Yep.
they get all the money.
And all this information comes right from IMDb.
If you make purchasing stuff fun and interesting, not a chore, not something that I
that's
feel
cool.
like
It's updated.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they updated this. Now
Oh,
they
they
can.
did?
Yeah, before it was like you can only just see that one character, but now you can go like.
Oh, you get scenes, cast.
you
Yeah.
go right
Oh,
to
yeah.
the
They're
cast.
all into this. They're all in.
This is awesome.
And then
Music-
I think you'll have a tab for ads, probably,
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Is that
like a product tab.
the ads will be probably on your side, Shane, over here.
Yep. Probably.
Yeah.
Over on the other side, you'll see. I mean, if they're smart, it'll be icons. It'll be a handful of words. It won't be that distracting.
Yeah.
But it's like it could be things like buy a replica of the axe used to cut off Coulson's hand.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only problem is that once you air an episode of a show that has product placement within the show and a means to purchase within the show,
Yes.
any future watchings,
Yeah.
like eventually,
That product won't be around anymore.
yeah, or
Yeah.
it'll be changed or different, or
You'll
do they
have to-
do they update? Do they alter?
I mean, what do you want to do? Update the product placement?
What that's mean? What does that mean? What if Amazon had a big product rush and then they have a falling out with that company, what do? Do they re-edit their shows? Do they remove the product?
I mean, I guess time will tell.
There's problems that this brings up.
I mean, it's just like the 1950s, the same thing. Studio houses had problems with some, right? Because this is basically...
there was no repeats back then either. Not really. They recorded over their original tapes on a regular basis. That's why we have almost no Doctor Who for like 10 years when it started.
That's a good point. No, I don't have an answer for that. I don't.
Well, there's a partial answer. So, and there's some precedent for this as well. What was the show? White Collar. Did you guys ever watch White Collar?
No, doesn't interest me.
No, I did not.
So they did half of this stuff. They did real heavy product placement, specifically with Ford. Whenever they got in the car, oh yeah, this is, wow, this is an amazing car. Yeah, it's a Ford. It broke the fourth wall, and they don't make the show anymore. But what Amazon's doing, I think, is less overt. So they'll have whatever that product is when they're shooting that.
Yeah.
But they're also going to have basically a digital overlay, which they'll be able to change. So this could be useful, like if they're still supporting, we'll say Folgers, and Folgers stops making product A and starts shipping product B, Amazon can just be like, hey, look, they're drinking Folgers coffee. Buy their whatever the current thing is.
By their latest edition.
Right.
So now Amazon already does this in some products now, right? If a new product comes out and you go to the old product, it will point you like, hey, by the way, there's an update for this product. Do you want that instead?
Ah, okay. Okay, so that works.
If there's a problem with the carrier overall, well, you don't have to really mess with the show. Just stop. Just stop the digital link. That's it. You're done.
Yeah, that's true.
The rest of it's just part of the thing. And there are advertising laws like there used to be. There was a time where you couldn't have explicit brands. You had to make stuff up. So now, even if their relationship with whatever company goes straight to hell, you can still leave the product in the show. It's just going to be the natural flow of the show, and they'll be selling other stuff. They can even say, wow, Folgers coffee is great. You know what's awesome is this Maxwell house we sell now. They could even do that. And that could be leveraged like, hey, guys, I'm sorry our relationship's ended. It's too bad we sell this Folgers with wings for confidence. We're going to go with this new Tampax green tea, and there you go.
That's true. I guess time will tell on this one. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's great for the moment, but longevity is where the issue is.
I don't think this is coming in the U.S. quite yet. I think this is more UK.
I mean, do they do more online purchases in the UK? I mean, I would imagine they would because they're a fucking island, so...
Well, it's a smaller market tested for sure. And if you really want to tell, there's plenty of products. Like when Star Trek starts coming on Netflix in other countries, I've already got my VPN for stuff.
Oh, wow.
VPNS. Whose name? Wait, what is this?
I met
Beverage.
I met Hot
I get
Beverages at Gen Con. She was
Oh,
there.
no shit.
Yeah, I signed her poster. She has a poster with whenever she meets a person from Chat Realm.
She has the best chat realm name in the history of all time.
Hot Beverages.
I mean,
you know what, Bill? If you want, I will sign my photo for you to mail to this person at some point. I feel like they deserve something.
It would enrich their lives.
it would.
Yeah, everyone needs this.
That's what we do.
For those who are joining, we're also joined by Tiny Roo.
Tiny Roo.
Yeah,
Tiny Roo, right here.
The guy you've never heard of and have no reason to meet. Hi.
One day we will have the technology to make his picture shake as he talks, so it looks like he's,
I think
just like small children do when they hear me talk. They shake uncontrollably.
That's usually the drugs kicking in.
Oh, well, yeah. That reminds me, I need to get an oil change for my van. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that white one?
Yep.
Oh, I love that one.
Yep.
Does it still make the ice cream noise song whenever you hit the horn?
Oh. Bill, you've reminded me. This is not on your list, but this is short. We're going to build a distribution system for people at a convention that we all happen to staff every year.
Okay.
And this system is going to be every space that is a space where people present things with sound. Yep. We're going to have a gizmo that will pump ice cream truck music to the speaker. And we're going to see what we can do as far as traffic shaping at our event goes.
I love it.
I'm willing to bet we could fit, like, before, if there's an under-attended event in a main event space, I bet if we crank up the ice cream truck music for just a minute, we will have a shift in population to where we want it.
But do you want that population? Because it's basically two groups.
It doesn't have to be for an event I personally like.
Okay, then it doesn't matter. Here's a group of children
go the other way.
And people that shouldn't be around children.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next on our list, Bill?
Next up, after you find the mouse stalling for time, you know what happened this month? The Xbox One is actually up over the PlayStation 4 for the first time ever.
First time ever, or in a year?
Well, okay, first time in the year,
So they had a brief uptick when there weren't any PlayStation 4s being sold?
apparently.
July, they changed their price to $250.
Ah, that's
so,
why.
So they dropped the price. A lot of people bought in, and that's the only reason why they barely passed over the PS4.
yeah. You did say earlier when we were reviewing the stories, Rue, that this was a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that because of just the price hike down?
I think so. And I'm sure Sony's done something. I haven't paid attention to their pricing, but they're still going to sell this system, but they're going to sell their 4K, on paper, 4K capable system. So that's going to be adorable to watch.
Yeah. That's gonna be a mess. That's gonna be a hot mess.
Yep. That's some bullshit right there. That's what we're all about.
Actually, we have that.
I'm a filthy PC gamer, so the rest of my opinions on this are probably not valid.
I have joined the PC Master Race because I haven't even turned on my Xbox or PlayStation in almost a year.
I guess we'll just cut right to that. So that's the next story. Is actually talking about PlayStation's new specs coming out the 14th of next month.
Can I just say that the article title is In Theory, can Sony upgrade PlayStation Neo's specs? With a picture of Neo from the Matrix underneath it.
You see what they did
I
there?
did not know that it was called the PlayStation Neo until you showed me this.
I think it should have been the PS4K.
I agree.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I was very confused for a moment there. I was like, what?
Yep.
What does PlayStation have to do with Neo and the Matrix?
Everything, Shane.
And now I realize that with the PlayStation Neo coming out, we're going to see Keanu Reeves the way the fuck more than we have in the past, 10 years.
We're gonna see every pore of Keanu Reeves.
We're gonna what?
We're gonna see
God.
every pore of Keanu Reeves.
Every pore of Keanu Reeves. I thought you said every port, and I got even more nervous.
No, that too. Also
Now,
true.
even if you don't game, there's a good reason to buy the PS4 Neo.
You know
you
what?
have a
They
4K
need to get
TV.
Keanu Reeves. Oh my god. Have you
Yep.
seen the videos of Keanu Reeves, shooting shit in his shooting gallery?
Yes.
No, I didn't know he could do
I think
that.
we did that a few months ago.
He is a super
All right,
soldier.
camera. Fucking
Stop it. Quit
I
that
thought
shit.
you guys were just transporting somewhere.
apparently.
We're teleporting. Yeah, the transporter went off. Now we're somewhere else. We're back in the basement. It was kind of weird.
Gave you a new cord. I gave you new shit. Oh, god damn it, Ashley Paramore.
Why do you, fake gamer girl, why do you do that to us?
All right.
Breakfast nachos. That's way better than our show. God damn it.
I know it.
But if they don't get Keanu Reeves to do ads for them for the PlayStation Neo, they have missed out. Just get him in the black trench coat, just talking about the PlayStation Neo, giving a knowing wink or nod to the viewer, and there you go. You make all the money.
Yeah. For those of you watching us live, you can now join us in BS chat if you type in /join hashtag BS chat. You can join us there. That's where we'll be.
Yep. That way we can let Ashley Paramore have her cooking show
Yes.
without us interrupting.
Yes, because actually that's pretty good. You know she does all of her own tech work.
I know she's good.
She does all her video switching.
I'm
and
not
stuff.
talking shit about her. I'm just pissed that she showed up because it's going to steal our views.
What views?
All of them. Both
All
of them.
All
Yeah,
two of them, I
two
know.
I've got you guys in Skype, so I clicked on her button because I don't know who this is.
Hi there. It's Justin Roberts' wife.
Oh, okay.
She used to do, what was it? Oh, she did a show today. It wasn't Weird Things. It was, what was it called? What was the show that she did with, that dorky-looking guy there?
Oh my goodness. No. They were doing. Damn it, camera.
We just teleported again.
Wow.
Everything is going to shit. No. They were doing good enough.
Good enough. Yeah, it was Weird Enough and Good Things. Because I always made fun of the two shows together.
Yeah, weird enough and good thing.
And they were called Good Enough.
By the way, Jerry.
That's just the battle cry of this generation. Good enough.
Jerry very. The ones and
What's that?
I just got them to say the right thing for good enough and strange things, and he's automatic.
Strange Things is a Netflix show. Weird Things.
Yeah, weird thing.
Is it you just got them to not fuck up their name?
Yeah, automatically corrected that one. That was the one sore subject all week.
What? Calling the show Good Enough or Good Things? And
Good
Weird?
things, yeah.
Weird Enough? Really?
Yeah, instant, whoa, all right, that's a thing. We're not going there anymore.
Oh, I need to meet him.
Though otherwise, that guy is awesome.
Oh, I'm
all
sure
we
he
can.
is. Yeah.
That guy's amazing. There we go. Now we got the chat back up and going.
He's not famous enough to make you feel like shit when you talk to him. So
No,
that's good.
I don't think he's. Yeah, he did not strike me as that type of guy. Anyways.
No, not in the line of work that he does. You can't be
No.
an asshole in that line of work.
So we'll find out more about this thing 2 weeks from now. I'll be interested. I don't know how this is all going to work out, to be honest, Reuben. What do you think? Is this? I don't know. Selling.
really
What are
care
some of the
about-
specs that we have here? Let's
we
talk about.
don't. No, it's just talking about that we will maybe have specs the 14th of next month.
The rough specs are the Xbox One S apparently is going to be 6 some odd teraflops. The PS4 Neo apparently is going to be 4.13 teraflops. To compare that, Shane, the 970 in your system is as fast as the PS4 that's about to come out. My new 1070 overclocked, I get like 8. And that's raw computing performance. But again, the game console
Are you saying
only
the computer you built me is as powerful as the PS4 coming out?
Yes, PS4.
yes and no. Keep in mind, PCs have to manage a certain amount of overhead while they play games, whereas these other systems are purpose built.
That's true.
But the PS4 and the Xbox One are both x86 architecture systems, which is also why they're not as hard to upgrade, because they've got all the platforms now running the same sort of code base.
Yeah.
So if they're not as different from each other to compile from as previous systems.
So in previous generations, this is why it was so hard that you saw games. You saw a lot more exclusives to different consoles.
Yeah.
Because the programming language was massively different. Now, this is what I've been saying. It doesn't matter if you buy PS4 or an Xbox One. You see the same games, except for a couple of exclusives that they paid for.
Yeah, but they're paying for the exclusive. They're basically paying to restrict technology.
Well, yes and no. I mean, the companies want to run their own consoles. The Xbox has not been able to do the same frame rates at the same resolutions the PlayStation has for horsepower reasons. I find it interesting on paper that the new Xbox is listing a higher amount of processing power because they're not using as high-end memories and interfaces as the PS4 is.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated to see these. That being said, I've already invested in my GeForce 1070 FTW, so I made my decision.
Yes.
I might buy a Neo just for the Blu-ray UHD playback.
Yeah, because it's going to be 4K. It's basically the cheapest 4K player you can probably buy.
Right, and with software updates, it will be able to do some things that other players can't, as far as high dynamic range and other.
Oh my god! Xbox is doing what Sony did before. Sony made the cheapest Blu-ray player, and now Xbox is making the cheapest 4K player.
No, I think so.
They're both making 4K players, but no one said what the prices are going to be head to head.
Yeah,
that's true.
A good 4K Blu-ray player standalone is $300 to $400. They have some that are cheaper, but you're missing features. It depends on how much money you have for a TV and all that stuff too.
Yep.
But if they had what would the price? I mean, it's what's the price of a current Xbox One? I don't even know off the top of my head.
$249.
Yeah.
Okay, that isn't actually that bad.
Well, so they just dropped the price.
Yeah, if they opened up with this being a $500 device with 4K capability, and that somehow is a good thing, and
that's
it's all
probably,
full features.
You're probably within the ballpark of the range. I'd say $550, maybe $549 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. We'll see. A gentler number, of course, is $499. That's a gentler number. But 4s are considered auspicious in Korean culture. So I've seen a lot of movies as well as game companies get away from the number 4.
True.
So I don't know if they would do that.
Other than that, I don't know, because this is the first time we've ever had a console update hit the market, where it's like this.
You blurred and I didn't. How the fuck did that happen?
I'm phasing. So I gotta look at that camera. Something going on with that camera. Maybe the autofocus is turned back on. That was an issue before. Anyways, so basically, whenever a console updates, they always bill it as something new. They've never billed it as an update to something that already is out, right? Mm-hmm. This is kind of what bit Wii U in the ass with Nintendo, right?
Well, and Nintendo's going to do it again. Nintendo's about to release the Nintendo PlayStation 4. If rumors hold true, it's thinner and lighter, but.
Well, I mean, we're going to talk about that in a second here, Reuben. Hang on to that thought.
I get excited.
Yes. But I'm saying, this is the first time we've ever seen it in the console regen where it's they're billing it as something that we've updated. Is the public ready for an update and not something new?
Well, the thing is, the update isn't a peripheral you add to. It's a whole new fucking device.
Yeah, so...
It's not an update.
I'm surprised that they didn't... I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't... this isn't the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox 2? Or
I mean,
whatever they're
it's
gonna-
been enough years. It's reasonable that you do that. It's been enough years.
No.
They're
don't think so?
lowering the cost of entry. The games on the, at least on the PlayStation side, the games on the PS4 and the PS4 Neo, if you release a title, they have to work on both. Just that game will also run at a higher resolution on the newer system.
Yeah.
So they've taken, or Microsoft at least has taken, it used to cost at least $400 just to get started. They've turned that number down while at the same time making their platform available for people that might have, instead of building a $600 or $700 PC, they might go this route instead.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just a weird, from a PR standpoint, where it's like, this hasn't happened to the general public, to the
Yeah.
plebes of the general public. Like, this is exactly why Wii U mostly failed, because everyone thought the Wii U was in an addition to, like, it was just the controller. Like, you were just buying the controller, and that was going to work with your Wii.
That's what people thought. Again.
That was, yeah.
And it didn't. You had to buy a whole new system, so there was a price barrier right there.
Yep.
Then there was the fact that it's a gaming console again. From before, it was something you could play with grandma.
Yep.
And that worked.
Yes.
And then the Wii U pad came out, and the idea was, oh, you can play Wii U, and then if someone has to use the television, you switch the game over to here.
Yep.
And no one wants to do that. That's annoying, because a lot of games incorporate that screen in-game.
Yeah.
You know, Zombie U had this amazing system where you had to rifle through your pack. You had to look down and rifle through your pack while fucking zombies are running at you.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was really cool.
And it never went anywhere.
And it's on PlayStation 4 now. And removed all that.
Yep, removed all the cool shit.
Yeah, now it's just a straight up
It's
zombie
just straight
game.
up. It's just Left 4 Dead. So
Yeah, pretty much.
it's Left 4 Dead lame edition. It's just
Yeah,
fucking.
now it's just called Zombie I.
Oh my god.
And they took out the U because they couldn't use the U.
Oh I know.
That's a separate story. Anyways, let's get over to for the updates for the Neo, right? So we're gonna need the Neo, and you're gonna want to use the Neo when you're using your VR. You don't need to, but it's gonna be suggested that you do.
Yeah, they're pushing the shit out of VR right now because VR has the perception of making a lot of money, and it's not.
Yep. So and with money comes the price point for video games, which is all over the place.
What do we got here? I can't really
Yeah, I'm gonna
see that. Yeah.
increasing resolution, expand to expand.
Enhance.
Enhance.
PlayStation VR Worlds games.
$34.99. That comes with the bundle, or you can buy it separately if you bought it separately for some reason.
And it's still $34.99, but in euros or pounds? What is that?
Pounds. Your second column's pounds. So
It's the same price pretty much across the board, except for the Tumble VR.
yep.
And okay, a few things go down. That's bizarre.
Yeah, so like the Tumble VR is 12. It's gonna be $13 basically in the US. UK it's gonna be costing 8.
Okay.
And because the pound is still
well, it's
better,
way more valuable than ours. money,
but so that's still even going to be even cheaper.
that should break even. That should be a break even.
Uh,
For some reason, the British are being charged more for things like
yeah,
other stuff, like Hustle Kings.
but these game prices are just all over the place, anyways.
They really are. They
Like-
don't have a set standard or streamline.
So a
yet.
lot of people are starting to get a little nervous about that, where like the whole
Oh no! This is fine.
Inconsistent.
No, this is fine. This is Steam.
all right.
That's
no.
what this is. This
All
is
right.
Steam, which is exactly what they want. They don't want all games to be charged the same amount because not all games are built the same. You want AAA titles to be the high-priced items because then people will feel like they got something out of it when they buy it.
Play title.
AAA title, yeah. And then Tumble VR is going to be a fun little thing. And they don't want to charge $60 for that because then you'd have to put so much content in there to make it worth it.
All right, that's fair.
But you charge just $10 roughly or $15 roughly for a game, you can put a little bit in the game and people will feel like they got something out of it. And then when you put that on sale, it's not a big deal.
So what do we got for genres? We got action, adventure, sports, shooters, puzzles, horror, sports. What am I missing? No RPGs.
Wow, I would have thought RPGs would have been the first thing they'd fucking try to do.
Yep. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Japan does with this. Right?
Well, I know Fallout 4 they had tried for VR, but there's a huge problem
With
where
bats.
you teleport to move
Yeah.
because if you just move and you walk with the VR thing on, you
Fine.
throw up.
Yeah, because it does this naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. And for some reason they couldn't just take that away and just let you just walk.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. It's
Just take away the bobbing and just let you walk around an area.
because that's the character model. Because they actually have a character model doing You know?
Yeah, well, the camera is what's doing the bob, and that can be adjusted. Like, there's mods you can put in that remove that.
Yeah.
So, like, there's no fucking excuse why you have to
true.
teleport around.
That's true.
Like, you're not even trying.
So we're going for new ideas, new things to the new console. Reuben, we have... Oh, hang on.
We got
Stand
some
by.
NX leaks.
Hang on, we gotta add that. I gotta stop here.
No, that's fine. You get rid of it. We're
then
good.
it gets tiny. I can't
Oh,
make that
wow.
go. Yeah, it's
No, we got to update
It's-
the ad block.
it's evasive.
Sorry, sorry, all you websites that hate us for using ad block, but fuck you.
Well-
we can't do a show without it.
I mean, I don't use AdBlock while looking for these things.
Oh yeah, my computer doesn't have ad block. My laptop doesn't. My phone doesn't.
So
I wouldn't do that.
So when I first find these stories, they're getting my advertisement dollars. So that's
yeah.
Anyways, NX coming out. They're going back to that pad thing, Reuben, that you were talking about, right?
Yep.
But it looking like from patents, it's going to be a standalone device.
It's going to be about as big as a phone,
Yeah.
specifically an iPhone. Look how similar. See if I can mimic it with my hands here. If I can mirror it.
And it's also
Oh,
going to be
look at
using AR technology.
Oh, look at that.
So basically, everything Pokemon Go has been doing is that's our cucumber sandwich appetizer.
That's a preview. I think a lot of it is a test. That's why you have Niantic do it, which is it's still Nintendo. It's just it's a different name. So if anything bad happens, they don't get sued.
No, it's not Nintendo. It's 30% Nintendo.
30% owned by Nintendo, but it's still Nintendo. Like, it's still them in charge of it and making all the fucking decisions. It's just for litigation reasons. You call this company Niantic.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're not their own fucking entity. It's just stupid to think that it is. Yeah, no one's paying attention to us. It's fine.
But yeah.
So now they're making a phone.
So now they're gonna have this phone-like device with other attachments that can clip into it.
And you're going to have this, and you're going to have it in your pocket. And eventually, they'll have something with it that'll let you have Verizon or Sprint go through it so that you don't need your phone anymore. You just use a Nintendo device.
You know, they'd be smart in a lot of senses to just have NX be literally vaporware and have it be an app you can buy with a Bluetooth device you put in the sides of your phone.
I agree with you, but Nintendo doesn't because they want their own stuff.
They're also teaming up with NVIDIA, and the other news story that I didn't add because I saw it and
Teamed up with somebody?
yeah, they're working with NVIDIA.
Whoa.
Well, that's what if you think about it, Shane, as far back as the GameCube, they've been developing their graphics chips through AMD.
So
Okay, so that's fair.
So
All right.
also unrelatedly, NVIDIA has their NVIDIA Shield.
Oh, yeah.
And they had an update coming to that, or second generation to that. They had a second generation
Yep.
coming out. That's been canceled.
This is why.
And a lot of people are theorizing, no, ad, go away, no one likes you.
So fucking stupid.
So a lot of people are theorizing because this got leaked and then that got canceled shortly thereafter.
Yeah. Shield 2 is basically the Nintendo one.
Yes. So it's looking more like what the Shield wanted to do with its, game on the fly, but you can still game at home.
Yeah, it's a controller with a game screen,
Yeah.
and that's fine, but even I didn't buy one.
No.
You know?
No. Because now this is going to
Shit, I
be
noticed it's still
a controller and a screen in one.
Yeah, but it's going to be a touch screen,
Yep.
and it's going to be basically phone. We keep calling these things phone. We need phones. We need a better name. Because Nintendo is evolving beyond this.
Yep.
And this being a phone is going to be incidental.
Yep. It's turning into more of a tablet. Yeah, screw that phone. Who needs that phone?
Yeah, it's turned into a mini tablet. Your mini iPad. It's
So-
my mini iPad.
We'll see. It's interesting. Your thoughts, Reuben?
I'm not surprised to see it go where it's gone. The jump to the NVIDIA Tegra technology, I think, is logical. It's also why I jokingly call it the Nintendo PlayStation 4. Nintendo has never really been hardware focused. They are gimmick focused.
Yep.
I'm not, and maybe I'm in the minority here. I'm not big on playing games for any long period of time on a smaller screen. If this device also has a thing it can sit in to talk to my larger devices,
Yes.
then they'll have my interest. It doesn't have to be a big, VCR, DVD player size box. I get that.
No, it's
And
this
some
big.
of it's going to be is, what can you guys give me that's
That's
fun?
what he's talking about.
If I want to play something graphically intensive, I have that. So, that's the same reason I bought the Wii, the Mark I, when it came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much about the graphics as what can you guys give me that's fun. So, maybe they're onto something here. It sounds like they're looking at their Game Boy business. I think has always done well. There's a lot of tablet and phone stuff going on out there, and I think they're sort of grabbing both of those. If they leverage their older library too and make their games not $20 each, I think they could do really well.
Oh my god! If they had a Game Boy Color interface so that you could play old Game Boy Color games.
They do. They do.
Oh yeah,
on
they
the
do.
Wii.
I said that out loud. And as soon as I said it, I realized, oh yeah, they already have that.
Yeah, they already have that, but they hardly update it, and they're terrible at maintaining it. And Rue said the price point is way off.
This is why I don't have it. You just listen.
This is why
every
I'm going to
single
buy the
reason why I
NES
have it.
Classic.
Yeah, like it's $5 for an NES Classic.
No, I'm talking about the new little Roku size thing. I think it's a rebuilt Raspberry Pi. It's $60.
It's I think $60 with 30 games.
That's
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna get two because I want to take one apart. Yeah, but it's 30 games that you want to play versus if you look at like the
It's a good selection of 30 games.
Okay.
look at all the other pre-built systems. It's one good game and 15 games that suck.
All right, it's 29 games plus Balloon Fight.
I like Balloon Fight.
All right.
It's got all the Marios. It's got a bunch of the Zeldas. Those
really?
alone.
It's got Mega
Yeah.
Man.
It's got the Zeldas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
got both Zeldas, Mega Man 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, they
Ooh.
went through and they picked like 30 of the top. They basically went through and like picked a really good
Oh,
selection of
that was
games.
mean. That's my favorite fucking Mega Man game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a repurchased Android device, or repurposed rather.
Yeah, no, dude.
If you look at the front, it's got two USB ports, and they're just the Nintendo nunchuck connections.
Yes.
Which electrically are USB. They're just shaped funny.
You want to grab like I'll grab it. Let's see it right there. All right, wait.
Oh, your keypad thing?
No. He's talking about the front of that Nintendo has that port on it.
It's
Oh.
good to move them. But
got
like
We
they sell classics.
ports.
It comes
Yeah.
with one classic style controller. Additional controllers are $10.
Huh? But why a Wiimote
So
controller?
and
Well,
as
no,
Reuben was
just
saying-
just the port. Just the port.
Just-
We should look up a picture.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I would do it, but I'm lazy.
Fair
All right.
enough.
I'm trying to block that ad. I'm an ad blocker.
He's an ad blocker. Bum, bum,
Ad blocker.
Nintendo Wiimote port.
Nintendo Wiimote port.
See if that works. Anyways, so yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good connection. There we go. Nope, that's not going to
Yeah,
work.
no, don't.
because That's going to be way over my head. Yeah, that worked.
Okay, no. I think we get it. I
Yeah.
think what he was... Can you show the front of the device that we're talking about? Do we have pictures of that?
No.
Okay. But we know
Instead of the classic NES controller ports, it's just got two of those ports, where the classic controller ports would have been.
Gotcha.
And it's not. Yeah, that's literally the gizmo. It is not. It's an offline device. Plugs into power and HDMI.
Holy
It
shit.
might. It might even be an MHL port. It's possible to have that be powered over
It's a
HDMI.
mini.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
it's
Holy shit.
it's for $60 and the quality they're putting on it. I think Nintendo's going to make plenty of money off that.
Oh yeah, no, they're going to make killing on this. That's their big Christmas gambit right there.
Wow.
Because
Yep.
they don't have anything else. Because the NX is going to be delayed until next year. Zelda's delayed until next year. So
Because it's going to be on NX.
Yeah.
Oh, who called that?
Yep, you did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I know. I fucking hate being right. I really do. In a way, it sucks. I'm never right about cool shit. I'm always right about all the bad stuff. Which means that the Amazon ad thing is going to be bad stuff. Sorry, guys. Sorry I was right about that.
There we go. This is probably the best picture we can get. So yeah, as Reuben was saying, you can get these controllers for $10 now. After this gets out,
I like the rounder ones.
then you get these, and should work.
Oh, wait. Could I actually plug in a Wiimote into that to use? Oh, wow. I
No,
actually like
you
the
can
Wiimote
plug
better.
that into a Wiimote.
Oh! Interesting.
Yep.
So it basically replaces the nunchuck.
Yep.
Interesting. Now I get it. See, I was a little confused before. I thought you were plugging that thing in somehow.
Yeah, no, that's female to female.
You're right. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Yep.
So your old NES controller, at least on this device here, your old style,
Yep.
can plug into a Wiimote. Now, what's the application there?
You can play with your. You can still play all the eShop games, all the classic games with an actual.
Yeah, the
Nintendo
virtual
controller.
console stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so they can use that controller on your Wii U or Wii.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so there's no interaction with a Wiimote and this device.
No.
No,
See, I was hoping that there'd be something, but
As far as we know.
it'd be great if it was. That'd be great because you can make it wireless, in a way. If there was a way for that to talk to the Wiimote, you know what I mean?
What would you do?
Well, then I would plug the remote into the Wiimote, and the Wiimote acts as something that transfers the information.
To what?
Oh,
So
you
then
want
I
it to
have
be
it
wireless?
wirelessly. I don't have to plug it directly into that device. Because unless you have massively long cords or something, or you're including a Bluetooth option somehow for a wireless remote, most people don't want to use a wired controller.
No, that's a
right.
really interesting option, Shane. I would assume that if that was going to be an option, they would have mentioned that by now.
I know.
But they'd be smart to sell the wired one for $10 and sell the wireless one for $40, and people will buy it. I doubt they did that here. I think this is just a dead simple. Hey, how can we make a lot of money real fast? One of the most popular mods for the Raspberry Pi is to buy a case that looks suspiciously like that, but with two USB ports in the front.
Yeah.
That's why I want two, because I want to open one up and I want to, I want to see what chips are in the damn thing.
You absolutely need to unbox that shit.
Oh, dude, that'd be amazing. Live unboxing.
And I'm wondering if, depending on how custom they want on the board, like, I wonder if it's possible to electrically connect Ethernet to the Nintendo. Like, what can I make this do that it's not supposed to?
Yeah.
Dude, I am on board with this. We need to stream that live. We'd be fucking right on board with that.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to
All
do
right.
this. This is awesome.
Okay.
This is cool. This is the best thing we've done in a long time. Don't worry, I'm ad blocking.
Speaking of Nintendo and all things Pokemon, fans were developing a Pokemon game, Uranium, for 6 to 9 years. Released, not last weekend, no, released Gen Con weekend.
Okay.
Was downloaded 1.5 million times
Yep.
and has been pulled. To the surprise of nobody.
Of course it got pulled.
Of course it got pulled. I mean, come on.
But 1.5 million out there,
Yeah.
copies, so I can probably torrent it after this. No
Absolutely.
problem.
Yeah, no problem. So they added a unique Pokemon characteristic called Nuclear.
Okay, well, hence Pokemon Uranium.
Yep, and they've added a lot of other custom Pokemon monsters, maps, interactions. It's a full game.
Yeah, sounds fun.
A lot of people had a huge time
Like the
playing
3D version of, what was it? Someone made a 3D version of a game that got pulled shortly after. You know what I'm talking about, right? I talked about on the show.
it.
You mean Metroid?
Chrono Trigger, thank you, yes.
Oh, Metroid 2, yeah. There was also last week.
wow.
Metroid 2 got pulled too. Like, shortly after release. That came and went in a flash.
But they weren't charging for any of these things, right?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, so...
I don't know about Metroid 2.
I don't understand how they can pull something that no one's charging money for.
I mean, look, they're using the freaking logo and everything right
They're
there.
not... Yeah, but there's no money involved. You can do that for artistic purposes as long as you're not making money off of it. I can draw Pokemon all day till I'm blue in the face. I just can't sell them online. I can sell them at a convention.
If your name is Nintendo and you tell someone to stop, they're gonna. Also, what app store was this on?
Online, strictly. Not...
Yeah, there was no store involved. Again, like,
Oh,
there's no reason why they should have been able to do that. And also, downloading it with a torrent is not illegal. At all.
right now the copyright system favors if you have the money and influence and you say, hey, this is not okay.
This makes
they're
my
gonna
butt
they're
hurt.
gonna fix it
I'm
before
going
they.
to force you to rephrase that. The legal system is what you're talking about. The copyright system is actually very clear. It's the legal system that actively ignores the copyright system in favor of money.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There's some stupid people doing some stupid things, and I don't like it.
And they're getting away with it because of
Yep.
money.
Yep.
I don't hate money. I love money. But what I hate is when people get to abuse things because of money. That's not why money's there. It's not to encourage abuse.
Yeah.
And to me, removing something that's obviously artistic licensed this is a piece of artwork, Pokemon Uranium, and they are squelching it and they are suppressing it because of money.
Yes.
Because they think they're going to lose money somehow.
They'll lose control of their IP.
It's like when someone made that 15-minute Power Rangers gritty reboot.
Yep.
That was
I
a
love
fan-made
that.
thing. That could never
needs to
be a movie. What?
That needs to be a movie.
That'll never be a movie. James Van Der Beek himself came out and said, "We spent an irresponsible amount of money on that 15 minutes." And that's literally his quote. We could not possibly make that a film.
Yep.
No one could.
And yet, I want them to.
I know, I do too, but we're just not there yet, technology-wise.
No, not at all.
But also, the fact that you got a Power Rangers movie coming out soon. It's not anything like this. And no one who saw the gritty reboot is like, this Power Rangers movie better be just like this or I'm not going to watch it. No, if you were a fan of Power Rangers, you're going to watch the new Power Rangers no matter what. I wasn't a fan. But I'm actually interested in the new Power Rangers because it looks sleek and cool.
Yeah.
And I would love it to be the gritty reboot, but I understand, because I'm a mature adult, Rue, that you can't make something like that.
No, he isn't.
I don't believe it for a second.
But again, it's money. It's people with money are afraid they're going to lose money, even though there's absolutely nothing that makes that true. It's just fear. It's fear economy. It's fear-based decision making, and I hate it.
Reuben,
Turn hate to fear.
Reuben,
Turn
what
fear to
shows? What shows are you watching?
Almost nothing. I've been going to work and going to bed.
hate. Ugh.
That sounds like my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, that's been pretty much built.
It'll get better in September.
Yep. Oh, I saw. Fuck, that's right too. We talked about last time. We were talking about how like no shows have been like doing their advertisements for anything new.
Yeah, we haven't really seen anything for the new seasons coming
I
out.
saw something for what's his name? Keith Sutherland's having a new show on coming out
Oh, first I've heard of it.
where he's not Jack Bauer.
Whoa. That's going to
Basically-
be a stretch for him.
He's basically doing a Jack Bauer show. He's basically Jack Bauer.
It works.
The show about him, I guess. I don't know. I gotta watch it. I've only
His
seen
name
it.
is Jock Brewer. Is that his character name, Jock Brewer?
Jacques Brewer. He works for the.
He is a French man who interrogates the terrorist.
He works for the Secret Service. Or
Oh my
something?
god, I
don't
want
know.
Keith Sutherland with a heavy French accent now. Holy fuck. I would pay so much money for that.
In other news, 24 is coming out with a new season
But with a different actor.
with a
'Cause that was
different
smart.
everything. With a different everything.
It's going to be less than 24 hours?
No, I don't know. It's one of those things I'm going to look at again. I'm like, why? Why? Could have just literally named this anything else.
But then name recognition, Bill.
I know it.
Money.
I know it.
We need money.
Yeah.
Ooh, money.
The only thing that's going to be similar from that and the old one is just they're going to have those cross shots and the timer and probably bleep bloops.
Bleep bloop.
Bleep bloop.
Bleep bloop. Beep. Achievement unlocked. Bleep bloop.
Boop. Damn clock needs to be updated.
Yeah.
Reuben, you're on No Man's Sky. Any other games you want to pimp out? Was that it?
I just started up No Man's Sky. The other stuff I'm playing is my big latest thing has been more about a hardware refresh. And then I will look back at video games. I have completed the RuCore summer 2016 update with a new Intel chip that I've got clocked at like 4.5 gigahertz. It's 6 core. I got my new GeForce 1070 set and going. New case, new liquid cooler. It's very pretty.
Yes.
Very nice.
If I had pictures ready, I'd put them up, but I don't. Shane, shows.
Oh, I watched Stranger Things on Netflix.
Okay.
I recommend it. It's a good show.
Very good.
I've seen a lot of people like gush about it, and that usually invites ridicule immediately afterwards. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to gush over the show. It's a good show.
Okay.
I don't consider it to be Steven Spielberg-esque. I think that's the problem a lot of people have with it, is they're expecting something out of that. This is good Stephen King. That's what Stranger Things is.
Nice.
It's a slow burn with an amazing payoff. The performances from the children and from the adults is amazing. There's quirks in the show, like the sheriff, every time he punches a guy, he knocks him out, like, instantly. Which is a throwback to Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. He even has
One
a hat
punch
like
sheriff.
Indiana Jones. What?
One punch sheriff.
One punch sheriff. And that, like, I don't know why, but some people are like, that kind of threw me out of the show. I couldn't, like, you're watching too much Daredevil. Like, you can't
Yeah.
expect every fight to be like Daredevil.
Yeah, you can't expect 18-minute fight scenes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. As much
were
as I'd like
amazing.
to, if you showed him like belligerently smashing a guy's head against the pavement just to get him to go unconscious, which is what would really take to knock someone out, it's not a good show. Your pacing's going to be way off.
They never show that on TV.
only on Netflix with Daredevil. That's pretty much every fight in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because it realistically shows you how much it takes to beat someone up. But in Stranger Things, Winona Ryder's character is like the distraught mother. And normally I hate that kind of character in any kind of depiction.
But it was the 80s.
I loved her depiction.
All right.
Because it wasn't annoying, it was earnest, you believed it, and it was the best acting I've ever seen her do. She wasn't Winona Ryder.
All right.
She was the character. Because normally she's just
You mean like
she's
acting?
like an older man Zoe Deschanel. That's really what Winona Ryder is. And because like Zoe Deschanel would have done Heathers in a heartbeat. Like that would have been right up her alley.
Yeah.
So definitely I recommend it. Just don't walk into it expecting like magic. Like no, it's a good show. It's enjoyable. Suicide Squad, saw that recently.
Oh, yeah.
That was enjoyable. It wasn't great. I had problems with the endings. I would love to see the original version before they spent $10 million to reshoot it.
Do you think that they reshot it because how gritty the last two Superman movies were?
It's a combination of things. First of all, Batman vs. Superman was terrible. It was just terrible. Deadpool made almost as much money as Batman vs. Superman and had a budget maybe a third of it. Because I don't even think the budget exceeded $100 million for Deadpool. But it definitely exceeded $100 million for fucking Batman vs. Superman. So Suicide Squad's change definitely felt like they were trying to make it more Guardians of the Galaxy. And I agree with that statement. Because definitely the way they all kind of come together in the end. Spoiler alert. Which I imagine is vastly different than what the original ending was. I think in the original ending, half the squad probably died.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Because certain characters did certain things, like Killer Croc, that didn't make any sense later on in the movie when everyone's banding together. You're like, but what about these other characters here that wouldn't have done this? Like, why are they all of a sudden friends and working together? That doesn't make any sense. It's only to make it feel like Guardians of the Galaxy. But luckily, it was almost seamless. Like, I had to look for that to have that criticism.
Backing up a few steps here.
Oh, okay.
Reuben sent over this article from Ars Technica, how Sky High Hype formed a storm cloud over No Man's Sky release, and he pointed out our little quote here, which I will enhance.
Let me read it.
Yep.
That means this maybe isn't the game you imagined from those trailers. If you hope for things like PvP multiplayer or city building, piloting freighters or building civilizations, this isn't what NMS is.
No Man's Sky.
Over time, it might become some of those things through updates. For instance, freighters and building bases are coming. At launch, though, it's an infinite procedural sci-fi space survival sandbox unlike anything you've ever played before. No, it's a lot like other things I've played before. I'm sorry, you did not provide a very unique experience. You provided a combination of things that I get from various games. You combine it in a way that's awesome and amazing, but you overstretched. You lied.
Thoughts, Reuben?
You lied.
I don't think he lied. I think nothing is being done intentionally here. These guys are trying to deliver an honest product. If there was a mistake made, it's thinking you understand everything that's out there or everything everyone's playing. Now that being said, I think these guys are still on the up and up. Having read this, there's nothing malicious being done here. They're trying to deliver a good game, and they're trying to add things to that game they think people are going to want moving forward. And so I'm sure the hate train's already started, but I think this is the group that's worth the time of day.
Well, I'm going to have to piss all over your Cheerios and drink a warm glass of Haterade because, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, maybe I'm fucking wrong about this, but if you know misinformation is being put out there and you perpetuate it and you allow it and you support it, which is what they've done with the multiplayer thing and the city building and everything else, they have allowed this. If this is all rumor and conjecture that they allowed to have happen and that they benefited from long term by tricking people into buying something that wasn't what they expected, that is lying. That is deceptive, That is lying.
And maybe
That
it's
is
just
wrong.
maybe there are things I'm not aware of. Can you show me where they have said, yeah, you're going to do these things?
Bill?
Yes, I will.
Oh,
Because Bill can show you that. That's my point. Like, we can show you this.
and if you could actually show me that, then I'm just gonna take your word because I know you guys.
Yep.
I came in from the sort of at a weird angle, going, oh, this looks shiny.
Yeah, no. And it's the experience that you like and enjoy. And I'm not saying anyone should not play this game. I might actually play this game someday. Maybe. But the fact that there isn't multiplayer in it actually is a hindrance to me. Like, this is one of the few games that I genuinely was interested in the multiplayer for it.
Right.
Because it's not that I hate people and don't want to ever be around them. I just like having the option to hide from them.
Yep.
I'm more comfortable when I have that option.
That makes sense. I got you.
I'm Sean Murray. I'm a programmer at Hello Games,
People
working
made
on
No
No
Man's
Man's
Sky.
Sky.
All right.
I'm going to skip ahead here.
Do you know where it is, Rusty?
Exciting time
No.
for development.
Multiplayer.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so multiplayer for the game, actually, we've always said is kind of not really a big focus, actually. You know, if you want an MMO or a deathmatch game or something
So
like
I would see.
there's loads
I
of
assume
other
you
Hang on,
guys
hang
can
on.
hear.
do that really
Okay.
well. What we want is a sense of you playing and a sense of other people being in that universe. So actually what will happen reasonably often is going to a planet and finding that someone else has been there before you. And you see some traces of them, maybe creatures that they've named, things that they've left behind perhaps.
Right there. Right? They were not expecting anyone to meet up. Right? But that also is false because you can't affect anything. Like, if I go out and I can't destroy a building, but if I could destroy a building or I can destroy, like, resources and stuff, those resources are still there for the other person.
You have no impact on my game whatsoever.
Besides the name of the planet and the creatures that you find first.
But actually going to a planet and another planet player being in the same space at the same time is incredibly rare. And it's something
Incredibly rare.
2 days. Not even a day. It was 1 day. It was first day.
that, depending on how many people play the game, might not even happen.
I wonder if they have a mechanic
Um,
built in that limits the amount of times you're supposed to see another player, even if they're in the space you're in, to sort of artificially make the universe seem larger.
Yeah. But right here, he just confirmed, this is 5 months ago,
Yep.
that a player interaction would be incredibly rare depending on how many players there were. And he was on... His gambit was that two players would never meet up at the same time.
Yeah. But there should be, and there must be a way that they've implemented this, I imagine, where if I do something on a planet, you can see it. You can go to that planet and see what I've done to it, whether I've destroyed something or changed something or built something.
Yep.
And that's what he's confirming. And it's not true. Right now, it's just not true.
Yep. Now, can that be true in the future? Sure.
You know what also is funny is how evasive he is talking about multiplayer. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This, to me, is deceptive. It's actively deceptive when you are doing what he's doing right now. He's not just saying outright, oh no, players cannot see each other. That's the truth.
Yep.
He evasively talks around it so that other people can support him by saying, well, he didn't say that, so you feel like an asshole. Fuck you. No. He's lying. Just to give other people the opportunity to tell me, well, he didn't say, fuck you. No, he's lying. Period.
I have an idea for a TV show, Bill.
Oh, God.
Go for it.
That wasn't
Shane's
directed
a-
at you, by the way, Rue, just so we're clear.
No, and if it was, you're cool. Either way, whatever. Shane is a lawyer. Go. He would end up in jail halfway through every episode.
Oh, show
and
him
it
the
would
Rick and Morty
be-
thing.
It would be the best thing ever. Oh, yeah. That.
All right, don't then. Don't. He's seen it. I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
But isn't that amazing?
Yep.
You're right. I would be in jail real quick because I'd be like, fuck you, you're lying. And they'd be like, well, that's not how the court of law works. Like, fuck you, you're lying. And then I go to jail.
Yeah, no, keep going. Don't mind me.
I don't know what you're doing.
Don't pay attention.
Oh, I'm done. That's the problem. Like
No,
this
keep
is
talking
you,
about
you,
something.
you,
No.
you failed,
Something.
man.
Something. Somebody say something.
Words.
There we go.
Words.
This is why you're here, Reuben.
Sorry, I panicked.
No, I didn't know what Bill was doing, and then I was done. I had something to say.
You guys excited for October? I'm excited.
What's in
Gonna hang out
October,
with-
bud?
AAC. We're gonna hang out in real time.
Yes. You take that time off yet? Another anime convention.
Oh yeah. Do we have to take time off for that, or will it be one of those weekend deals? Will we also?
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's right too.
I mean, we'll go up Friday, but
There we go.
guys, we need to write this skit.
You're out of order. Objection.
There you go. No, you're out of order.
You're an objection.
I am.
Yeah, I would not be a good lawyer.
What?
That's bad. That's bad. I can't be the leader of the free world. I can't be a lawyer. I certainly can't be a police officer. Holy shit, there'd be so many more dead people if I was a police officer.
Let's back up. There are people winning leader of the free world right now that you are better than.
Yeah, but I don't have
There's
their
two
money.
of them. Oh, that's true. But other than that,
This is why here's my political moment, Rue. If you don't like either candidate, vote for Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson.
He's the only third-party candidate that actually has a chance.
Yep.
oh, I'm aware.
That, I mean, I agree with most of his stuff, not all of it. Plus, he climbs mountains in his free time. Like, that's just an industrious human being. I want that person in charge of shit.
I tried to do that a few months ago, and that hurt.
Yeah. So, like, he's already a better human being than you.
Yep. I planted some trees. I've done that. That's a real
true.
thing.
You did.
That you did. Yeah.
did.
They're not dead yet.
It wasn't even Arbor Day.
No, it was. Reuben had a moment. I can't be like I want
Like a
one
senior
fruit-
moment?
I can do nothing, or I can be like I'm going to build an orchard right now. Like those are the speeds I have. I'm like Charlie Sheen, only with less access to crack and hookers.
Way less. But still, some access.
Oh, yeah, just a little crack.
Just
Whatever the acceptable amount is, right in that range.
Whatever the socially accepted amount of crack is to have in your hand at, like, a dinner party is exactly what Rue has.
If I'm at a picnic and I'm like, okay, I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable. What amount of crack could I do right now that you would all be okay with? That amount.
I mean, you don't want to ask me that because you're going to do a lot of crack.
I mean,
I'm super comfortable with you doing a lot of crack.
that's a
I'm not
very.
going to ask that question to anyone I actually know because none of you would help me.
No.
It's a very unique superpower to have. The knowledge of how much crack would be socially accessible, acceptable at this moment in time.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
real talk, we probably all have the answer to that question, but whatever.
Real talk with Reuben.
Real talk with Reuben. Law with Shane.
And silent conversation with Bill.
Awkward
Yep.
conversations with Bill.
But yeah, no, there's totally, and that's just one interview that I found in literally that span of time. Hang on.
There's also write-ups from the company.
This is from 5 months ago. There we go.
Yeah.
I literally found this interview in 2 minutes. There is many more where this come from, where he confirms again and again that there is multiplayer in the game.
And also his nervous laugh.
Yeah, he has that nervous laugh, like right there. I paused right on the nervous laugh.
Yeah. Micro expressions. Pay attention to that shit. It's important.
Yep. Beyond
Well,
that-
you know, every other time there's been a major video game scandal, I've only taken part in two things. One, I bought a GeForce 970, and I'm going to get my $30.
Yeah.
The card worked fine, whatever. And then I now have this game, so that's fun. I did buy, actually, no, three things, because when the Virtual Boy came out, I bought one of those. Oh, I bought that when it was $29, though.
Reuben.
Wow. If
I think-
only we had
do you-
internet back then.
Do you still have it, Reuben?
God, no, I gave that to someone. You know what? I won't even tell you the story of why I gave it away on the internet, but I would ask me in person sometime what happened to the Virtual Boy when we're driving somewhere. And if you sign a document saying you won't repeat the story, I'll tell you the story. It's a good story.
All
Damn,
right.
I can never hear this story.
No, because he'll.
I don't sign documents.
Yes, he does. He works for the government.
Shh.
Well, I think on that note, what time is it?
Time to go.
The time
to
is
go.
now 1:47 p.m.
Oh, sweet. That's almost an hour. We did good, guys. Good job, everybody.
Yay.
Hey,
Hip replacement.
I'm B,
I'm S.
and that's Tiny Roo.
Danaroo.
Double Tiny Roo.
Yep.
Ooh, tickle you.
You can find Tiny Roo every day online somewheres.
Probably
Probably.
Reddit.
You can find Shane every day online, probably Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit.
I love you.
You can find Bill every day online. Not Reddit.
No, 4chan.
Nah. Nope. Not there either. At least I hope not.
I won't even go on 4chan on my new computer.
You got banned from 4chan.
I did. I don't even know how that fucking happened. I
No
didn't
one
think you
gets
could do
banned
that.
from 4chan. Is that this asshole?
How?
This
It was
even
after
know.
Michael Jackson died. There was a lot of content on there. I was contributing.
He was
I was
helping.
listening to a guy talk about that. He happened into there's a forum somewhere about Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yeah? Oh, those are
He
good.
went he went in there to post about them, and they were like, "No, today's all about Michael Jackson."
Okay.
So, yeah,
Well, that's 4chan for you. Sometimes they just hijack a thread and shit happens.
Yep. I'm B,
I'm S.
and what you watched was just absolute bullshit.
we're really
BS.
sorry. All right, bye guys.
See ya, man. I'm gonna leave us off with this, and I'm gonna give us a time span. Pow. If Steven Universe had an anime opening.
Oh, this isn't the actual opening.
No.
This is annoying as fuck.
But it's accurate.
Yeah, this is why I don't watch a lot of animes. I just skip through the fucking bullshit. Whoa. That was weird.
It was.
All dramatic in the ending.
Yeah.
This is like beat for beat Naruto Shippuden's first
Yeah.
opening. The one with the cool song in it, you know.
Yeah. Little action. Introduce the characters.
Pearl. Necklace. Amethyst. Fucking cries a lot. Steven. Kind of a bitch. He's a bottom bitch. Steven is totally a bottom.
And you gotta introduce the villains.
Yep. Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
a big dramatic way, and then Scooby Van, random girl with a giant sword chasing after him.
Connie. Kind of a weak ending, though. I think they could have done something more with the ending. than
That's Oh, they could have like gone to a flare.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like usually they have a big, flashy ending with
Well, not always.
with a
If you
silent
watch, if you
Tyler.
watch modern animes, they actually shy away from this. They have a
No,
moon ending.
no, and I think we talked about this last. Who was I talking with? I was talking with somebody about this. Modern animes now,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. Maybe it's
I
the
tend to skip through
grunge.
the opening, so
It's the grunge. It's like music in Japan is catching up with like music in the '90s, right? Because now I've seen like 3 times in modern anime openings where like at the end of the title song, like it's just like they go to like grunge rock. You know, at the end of every song was just like the guitar sounds like he's having a heart attack in the middle of it. Like that's every anime opening now. At the end of the title sequence.
I'm glad they didn't do that here.
Yeah.
I would have hated it. I mean, fucking hated it. All right, I think that's good enough.
Yeah, we already done.
Or is that weird things? I don't
No,
know.
that was our ending.
Weird enough. Good things.
That was a big ending. Oh my god.
The fuck?
Apparently
This is your anime on drugs?
No, apparently that's the standby title screen for Ashley.
Oh, for Fate Gamer Girl.
Yeah.
Fantastic, man.
That is pretty cool. Hang on, I'm gonna put that on big screen web. That's a pretty cool image.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Oh, hi, Reuben.
Bye, Reuben.
I gotta turn that off.
Oh, I'm gonna play some
There we go. And
Elder Scrolls Legends.
Tiny's gonna go too.
Sorry,
Sorry,
my
Tiny.
daily quest.
Tiny Reuben, where are you?
He's right there in the corner.
I know, but oh, he's on top.
Yeah.
Boop. There we go.
Now we just have
And-
his picture there if we need it.
Yeah. Poof. We're good to go. Oh, right. So I got to turn them off on the other ones too. That's the only thing. I wish. That's the only thing I wish this program would do. Would
Give you the option to go across the board.
yeah, right across the board. I want this source
Cut.
gone.
Yep.
It will also be really handy for the chats, right? I could have kept
Oh, yeah.
the same chat window in every one.
Yeah, and then when you have to change chat windows to our personal BS with BNS one, you don't have to do this shit. Where you have to change the chat.
No, that works.
Oh,
Right?
that worked?
That
Okay,
works.
that worked as
Watch.
intended.
So we're right now. This is
Okay, I believe you.
This is chat, and then I can quickly just switch over to BS chat. Boom.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. And that is a source for all of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same source.
So that's easy. I've made that simple. What
There's
else?
a bird on our head, too.
There's a bird. They have a bird. Actually, Justin wrote about it. It has like, I don't know, like 2-3 birds, I think, or something like that. He's a bird man. I don't know.
He's Birdman. Attorney at law.
Birdman.
Justin Birdman, attorney at law.
Yeah.
That's it. The show's over.
No, the show's been over, man. That's what we
You're
said.
still streaming, though.
Whatever.
Okay.
Usually we do for like a good half an hour after the
Okay,
fun.
cool. I use the bathroom.
Oh.
I'm gonna play some games.
I think that went well.
That went very well. That was one of our best. Informative, entertaining.